They were so afraid I was going to like start like kicking teenage ass that they wouldn't point him out.
But why, I mean, at that point, like why even bother with the hassle of the police report over a gift card from a kid's birthday
I'll tell
party?
you why.
They didn't take the
Because
whole table full of stuff.
That's how it's up. That's how it starts.
Thank you, Seabass.
It's another new hour. Insensitivity training for a politically correct world. It's a Monday morning. It's August the 18th, 2025. My name is Woody. That is Greg Goring.
Hi, Woody.
We got Menace.
What is up?
Gina Grad is here. Good morning to you, Seabass. Yeah. We've got Sammy.
Morning.
Morgan is here. The phones are open at 877-44-WOODY. You can send us a text, if you'd like, over to 22987. Seabass was at the gathering of the Juggalos this weekend. Made the annual pilgrimage. It's in Ohio still, right?
Yeah, I think they're going to stick in Ohio because it has migrated around the country, but because of all
they got a really good thing in Ohio.
Yeah.
They found a home.
Right. Because they're all the illegality that happens there, they often run into problems with the venues, but I think they've got like you said, they've kind of gotten a nice balance at this place. It's called Legend Valley outside of Columbus.
It's kind of lawless.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll get into it later, but there's no loss.
Yeah, so we're going to have, tomorrow on the show, we'll have some audio.
Nice.
You know, that you'll get to hear what was kind of going on. He did post a couple things on social media over the weekend, like the Miss Juggalo pageant or whatever.
Oh my God.
Juggalette pageant.
Involving fights.
Yeah, it went as you would expect.
A lot of trash being thrown.
Nice.
As they do.
So is that your weekend cheer and jeer?
Well, the cheer actually goes to the flight back. I was on the wonderful American Airlines.
Yeah.
And I walk into the lavatory up front, and I sit, it smells like coffee in here. Well, what has happened is the stewardesses, they took one of the coffee...
Flight attendants.
Okay,
Thank you.
Same thing. They take one of the coffee bags, and it's not like those plastic bags. It's like the open sort of mesh ones that you just toss in.
Oh, yeah.
And they hung it on the little coat rack in the bathroom, and it was lovely.
Oh,
that's
smart.
a good idea.
Life hack.
I feel like we brought that up. There was like a flight attendant talking about some of the things that they do. With the coffee thing, I've heard that before. I can't remember. We talked about it, or
Right.
It like absorbs odors, right?
And also gives off just a faint
hint of coffee.
and that's thing you want when you're dealing with that sort of stuff.
Right.
And it was quite lovely. And again,
Great idea.
like what
We
he
should
said,
all
that
do
like
it.
I was like, haven't I heard this somewhere? But I never seen it done before
Right.
until this
Yeah.
weekend. So that was
well,
fantastic.
if
Love it.
coffee grounds can throw off drug sniffing dogs,
There you go.
why can't it throw off the smell of a turd
Thank
in an airplane lavatory?
It was quite nice. And but Jeers are too. All the fights I saw at the gathering, the Juggalos. I've been to the gathering, 10 times or whatever. And that's the one thing you don't see a lot of. You see people dying of overdoses. You see,
You see all that stuff.
you see you see nudity. You see just the wretches of humanity. But you don't. I haven't seen really fights. And I saw numerous ones, including the one we posted on the Woody Show Instagram, just breaking out left and right. And
I thought it was all about love with the
their
Juggalos.
families.
well, it's funny because you say that, and then like even before I got there, because it opens up on like Wednesday, I'm seeing posts on all their forums like, "Hey, whoever robbed my campsite last night, F you."
No.
Coming for you.
Yeah, it's one of those things. They preach one thing, but at their core, let's not forget, Juggalos are poor white trash. So
True.
they will behave in such a manner.
That is true. All right, weekend cheers and jeers, Greg Gory.
Well, overall, just a great weekend. A mix between chilling and sex, like you guys. And
Yeah, totally.
Sure, yeah.
Really good. But a special cheer to mother effing pretzel buns, man.
I love pretzel
Good
buns.
God. I wanted a simple, boring dinner. I had no time. I said, I'm just going to grab a sandwich. And I did it on a pretzel bun. I haven't had one of those in ages.
They're incredible.
They're heaven sent. Cheers to pretzel buns.
Yeah, and King's Hawaiian,
God's gift.
they make some pretzel buns.
They do?
Yeah, they have pretzel bun slider
I've seen
size.
those.
They have pretzel bun, like regular hamburger bun size.
With like a chunky salt on top?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I think,
it's so good.
I think it was because we recently talked about them.
Yeah,
and I'm
a
like,
chicken
I
sandwich.
was just drawn to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
was it Menace that wasn't a fan?
Yeah, he said
you
no.
said they're kind of dry.
Yeah, not my favorite.
I know why. Because there's actual like flavor and substance to the pretzeling when you
Oh.
No,
and
it's
he hates
just-
wheat rice,
That's true.
Yeah.
aka wheat
It
bread.
has like a, I don't know what that is. Like
It's-
a,
it's-
like
it's
yeast kind of
yeah, it's
flavor.
like a caramelizing.
It's not soft enough for me.
Heaven
Oh.
sent. Heaven
So
sent.
good.
My Jeers is a total downer. So my brother died almost 6 months ago to the day, and his headstone just arrived and got installed. So my parents went to put flowers on it and sent me a photo of the headstone, and it just made it real. It's just weird.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very weird.
To have
Very
that
weird.
literal marker.
And when you do a kitchen remodel, you can get kitchen countertops made of quartz in about a week, let's just say, give or take, from measuring to template to install. A headstone that's what, 12 by 8, takes 6 months?
And
Yeah,
it's gotta
that is
be
weird.
etched.
Hell.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
There are
Isn't
just
that
certain
weird?
things that just take an inappropriate amount of time
Yeah.
for what they are. You're like, really? It's going to
Oh, yeah.
take that long for that?
To laser etch a piece
Yeah.
of rock,
Did they
Yeah.
write something on it?
just name, dates,
Yeah.
and then the memory eternal, which is like a Russian kind of
Ah,
phrase,
that's lovely.
and then a cross.
Yeah, I'm seeing 6 to 12 weeks on average. How?
Yep.
How?
Yeah, and this
Yeah.
was
I mean, are they
6
that backed up?
months.
And like, just in general, like, how are you doing with the whole thing?
Oh, pretty good overall. I mean, I'm accepting it, and I'm focusing on anger instead of sadness. So that honestly, it helps.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Like anger in what way? Like,
I feel like not that. Oh God, this is how do I express it? Almost like he blew it. Like, come on, you had chances. This didn't have to happen.
yeah,
Kind of feeling.
I see.
So it's kind of like leaning towards the anger instead of sadness. But then I do get sad when I remember things from childhood. When we talk about, oh, remember when you were in high school and you did X, Y, and Z? He's the only person that knows all this stuff, and I can't talk about it with him. So that's when the sadness comes in. So then I go back to anger.
yeah,
It's healthier.
It's healthier. It's easier.
More motivating.
Yeah.
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 Well, I mean,
but overall,
you seem
okay. Yeah.
better. I mean, that happens,
Time
right? I mean,
helps.
just
Yeah.
time goes
Time,
by, and
yeah.
you know, the pain is less unless you choose to acknowledge it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then you have to, get yourself out of that.
Well, and I
Right.
think I might have said this before, but this image always helped me with there's like a ball in a jar, and the ball is the grief and the jar is just you.
Uh-huh.
And the ball doesn't get smaller, but the jar gets bigger. So your life starts filling back up again.
Oh, okay.
And that's
Interesting.
helped me
Yeah.
with my dad passing.
Ball and jar.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
ball,
Gotta
it's the
remember that.
grief will always be there, but
Yeah.
your life just gets bigger again.
And Gina's angry at her brother all the time too. So
right.
you guys have so much in common.
Yeah, I got you.
Sammy, weekend cheers and jeers.
My cheers is I got to see my parents and my family this weekend, which was great. I haven't seen them in a while. And my best friend also came to town, got to see her and her daughters, and that was a lot of fun. My jeers is I went to a theme park and lost my car.
What?
Because
What?
for like 2 hours, I did end up finding it, but I had parked,
You had
basically
parked,
to
I had
the
got,
park.
I had
Yeah.
parked.
and I realized
Restart.
that I never even, I realized that I never even looked to see where I parked. It never occurred to me.
That'll get
I
ya.
didn't forget, I was F4 or whatever. I just didn't even look.
What a dumbass.
I know.
2 hours?
Well, this is what happened. I walked around the level I thought I was on for an hour, and I'm hitting my lock button to hear my car,
Yep.
but everyone else is doing that too, and then fireworks start going off, and I can't hear anything. So I walked around for an hour, couldn't find it, and then I had to go ask someone who worked there to help me, and they had to get on their little radio and find a guy on a bike who went through the whole level for me looking for my license plate number, and he came back and he was like, it's not on this level, try again. So he checked the level below it, and he finally found it and just like came up, rode his bike up to me as I waited and was like, your car's at row F4, and I was like, okay, thank you. But
See, I
2
always,
hours.
if I go to a place like that, I always take a photo.
Yep.
Yep.
Like,
I do
because
breadcrumb pictures.
So do I, but again, I didn't forget what it was. I
Yeah.
never even looked.
Do you
Oh my
use
God.
Bluetooth when you drive in your car, like with your phone? Because my phone,
No.
sometimes when I park, it'll tell me on my phone, like, you parked here.
Oh yeah,
Oh, really?
You guys
I've
seen
seen that.
I've never
I don't.
seen
Yeah.
that.
I've never set it up, but I have seen that message pop up on my phone
That'd be
before.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
On
think
your
I set it up
iPhone,
either,
that's
but
right.
it'll tell you sometimes.
See now,
You
Sammy.
think I'm fancy enough to have Bluetooth in my car, please?
No, but you know what you should do? Why don't you borrow one of Gina's 8 billion AirTags
Yeah.
I'd be happy to give you an
and just
AirTag.
throw it in the car, and that way you'll never lose
I
your
know.
car.
The thing is I don't have iCloud, and so my AirPods were in my car. If I had iCloud to be able to just see where my AirPods were, I would have found my car.
You
Yeah.
need to start hooking this
But
stuff
wait,
up.
why
But
do you-
I don't use any of that.
But wait, why do you need the cloud to see where your AirPods are?
Because
You
it
shouldn't.
would
It should
have
just
the
be under
location.
Find My, right? Like you have an Apple
That's what I
account.
mean. I don't have Find My because I don't have. If you don't have iCloud, you don't have Find My.
She's
But I
trying
thought
to stay
any-
off the grid, guys.
But I thought anybody who had an iPhone, you had like an Apple ID.
Me too. You
No?
have it.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
do.
I don't have a Find My.
Maybe she
It
disabled
doesn't work.
it.
I mean, like I can see it, but it's all grayed out and it doesn't work.
You can't turn it on? Maybe it's just off. Like,
what do you
you've got to
mean,
have.
Greg?
I know. I didn't know that was. I mean, I knew you could turn
Because-
Find My off,
I'm trying to think,
but not to
because
where like you couldn't use it
Can't
even
use
if you
it.
wanted
Yeah.
it.
she's
Hand that
definitely
over.
paired her.
This is also a person who just lost her car. So
Right.
I would have
Let's
to take a look.
suspend
Yeah,
Two
let
hours.
Dennis
Believe.
take a
I've
gander
never
at that.
lost my car before. I
That's-
was
that's
so
surprising.
embarrassed
Well,
and
you
so
didn't
just like
lose it.
sad and felt like my brain doesn't work anymore.
And like you had to call an adult to help you.
I know.
On a bike.
I still the Find My on the phone. People on the text help me out. Like,
Can you just not have it?
well, you could turn it off if you don't want it.
Right, but she doesn't have any memory
there's-
of turning
grayed
it
out.
off.
I can't click on it or do anything.
Probably because it's off. But I mean, you've got to be logged into
It's
your
called Rich on Tech.
right. But you've got to be logged into your iCloud.
You do
That's what
have
I'm saying. I don't have iCloud.
Okay. She
But
might
then
not
how did you
have-
set up your phone?
Hold on. She might not have like extra space in iCloud, but she definitely has like a login.
Yes,
because
exactly. That's what I'm
That's how you
saying.
get the apps.
Right.
Exactly.
I have
Yeah.
a login, but I don't have iCloud.
No, I
You don't
guess-
need
I don't know.
iCloud.
Yeah, I don't
One
think-
iCloud has nothing to do with
Yeah.
anything
iCloud
when it
is
comes
like,
to that.
iCloud is basically like a Dropbox.
Right.
Correct. Your
Mhm.
Apple ID. Open up her phone, Menace.
Yeah, Menace can do it.
Just
Yeah.
just open up
Show
the
me all
phone.
your secrets.
No,
No,
and
just kidding.
just
I won't
click
look at
just
anything.
click on settings because at the top it'll show
Yeah.
like if she's logged into her Apple account. If she's not, then that's the thing. You would log into that and just turn on
Yeah.
Find My.
Yeah.
It can't turn on Find My unless it has
Okay.
that login.
Oh, geez.
Like she's got to have a login. There was something else really weird that she didn't realize. Oh, when we try to talk you through like using your phone as like a mobile hotspot.
Yes, you did have to show me how to do that.
Right.
But
I still don't get that.
my phone actually didn't have it. I had to go to Verizon for them to put it onto my phone.
Yeah, which I'd never heard of that before either.
Yeah, I
Not
kind of don't get the
today's-
hotspot thing.
Yeah, not in today's. I mean, maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah. Oh well, you got to go to Verizon and have them turn that feature on. It reminds,
it
dude,
on.
there is all the these cars now. They have subscription services. You've heard like where BMW or Mercedes. I can't remember which one.
For heated
like,
seats.
Yeah, like you pay a subscription, like a monthly subscription, and that will give you access to what's already installed in the car, heated seats or other things like that.
This nickel and diming has to stop.
Yeah. So Volkswagen has debuted a subscription plan that will allow you to pay extra so your car could go faster.
What?
Hmm.
You
It's the
unlock
new
speed?
Volkswagen ID3 electric car. It's got 228 horsepower, but they've made it so unless you pay $20 a month, you only get access to 201 of the 228 horsepower.
I hate this so much. This is absolute bullish.
Now the spin is it gives people options, and they claim that nothing new because gas cars have been offering engines of the same size, but some have more potency than others.
Nothing new, they say.
No, but here's the thing: like when you buy the car, it's not like the end. Like I didn't buy a car that had a V8 engine, and I only opted for the V6, and
Yeah.
therefore I can't use
Right.
Unless you pay.
the full potential. Unless like you buy the car, whatever you buy
is
is
what
on
you
the
have.
car is what you have access to.
Yeah.
Because they've been looking at the stupid airplane,
Yeah.
models, and now they're like, we can get it on this.
Because if you're Volkswagen, like you've already put the quote expense of whatever the feature, option, equipment, or whatever
capability.
that's in there. Now, if I choose not to subscribe, you're going to eat that cost. Like, why even put it in there
This
if
is
it's going to be
horrible.
an option?
Yeah.
It's just something. It doesn't cost them any more. They just decided this is something they can throttle it. The same way that some of these companies do with your internet speed.
Right.
They
Yeah.
throttle it.
Thank you for not throttling me, Elon.
Same kind of thing.
So-
Now, the extra speed will cost you $225 a year, or you could pay a one-time fee to unlock it for life for $880.
Oh,
Yeah.
sold.
insane.
So I looked at Sammy's phone,
Okay.
and right off the bat, I see one issue that I didn't press on it, but for the location services, she hasn't accepted the terms of service.
Oh, okay.
So like to even turn it on,
Ah, no.
for someone that was always afraid of getting kidnapped, like how you not have that
That's
on?
so
you
is
want to do
true.
that right
crazy to me.
quick, Sammy?
Yeah, what if some guy's coming to buy your socks?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And then he
What?
just picks you up and puts you in his pocket,
Like-
and then nobody's going to know where you are because you never agreed to the terms of service for location.
Oh no.
Yeah.
no.
So that's problem number one.
Yeah, let's start. Yeah, let's start there. You should definitely have Find My activated. Like if
Yeah.
you look for your phone, or in this case, like you were been able to find your car with the AirPods that were in
Or
there.
some-
I know I would have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had it at some point and then I just didn't and I didn't know why. And
They
I
probably
thought
updated
was-
it and you didn't do anything
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
This is the Woody Show. We'll get to the Redneck news here in a second. Gina, did I give you the birthday gift for your stepson?
Yes,
Okay.
thank you so much. That was
babe.
really
I
nice.
had like a little moment there. I'm like, oh my God, did I bring that in? Because my wife left it for me. She goes, oh, make sure you bring this in and give it to Gina tomorrow.
Oh, that is
I go,
so nice.
all right, so what the hell is it?
Yeah.
It's a birthday gift for her stepson. I go, oh,
Yeah, I was about to say that doesn't sound like a Woody move to
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
to like go out of his way to buy
No.
something for a kid.
no.
That was
no.
really nice, though.
No,
Thank
not
you.
at all. But then I couldn't remember if I actually brought it in
I
or
know.
not.
Do
Yeah,
you
you
ever
did.
leave something right by the door and
I
then
do.
you get to work and you're like,
Yeah, how did I
damn,
forget that?
I
Yeah.
left
Yeah.
it right there.
I have to start putting mine in front of the door, so I'll
Yeah.
trip on it if I don't.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Or hang it on the door.
Or sometimes I'll get here, leave it in the car.
Yeah,
You know,
totally.
something stupid like
Totally.
that. Yeah, but there was like a birthday party this weekend, right?
Yeah,
was there
there
a
was a birthday
theme?
party. The theme was Gina files a police report at the birthday party.
What?
That was the theme. It ended up being the theme. Yeah.
Oh wait, but so it wasn't at your was it at your house?
No, it was like a trampoline park.
Oh,
you know, one of those
okay,
like bouncy
that's right.
places.
That's right. You called the cops?
I had to file a police report. I wish
Why?
the cops came because the kids were messing around, having a good time. And then my kid and his little friend come like scurrying out of the little like bouncy playground thing. And they're like, lady, because that's what he calls me. Look what I found. And it was an empty envelope with his name on it with like the card kind of ripped up from the kid he was with and no gift card to be found. And so I'm like, how did this happen? And then I start gathering info. You know, I'm going to full true crime mode. And then one of the parents at the party says they saw a group of like punk ass teens.
No good teens.
Like
No good-
milling around our
good
table.
It's another instance of no good teens.
Oh my God, these like little rascals milling around with their like stupid broccoli haircuts and like like dumbasses. And then they
Was there like a gift table, I guess?
Yes, but we were told we were in a secured area. So I was
Sure.
like, let's just put it on the table. Well,
Yeah, this other teenager security.
Yeah, the other
right.
teenage
Well,
security
they're
is
not. The teens aren't supposed to be up there.
inside job.
This is just for the kids. So I go to our like helper and I go, this just happened, and she's like legally 14, the girl that works there. Like she doesn't know what to do. And so I go, well, there's a camera right here and a camera right here. Like, is there footage?
look
Can
at
I go
it.
watch it? Oh, no. I mean, I'll go see if the managers can watch it. I'm like, okay, well, hurry it up because the teens are here and they're taking over
Yeah,
the whole
teens.
place. The teens are messing with everybody. So they come back like 45 minutes later. I'm like, so what did we find? And she goes, well, I didn't get to watch it, but my manager watched it. And she said, if you'd like to fill out a police report, they'll hand over the footage.
Oh,
and I go,
okay, yeah.
what
Yeah,
good
are
is
you gonna
that?
find these guys, or you got any promising leads or?
Leads? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll just check with the boys down at the crime lab. They got 4 more detectives working on the case. They got us working in shifts. Leads.
Yeah, Lise. For your gift card.
So accurate. And I go, really? I'm going to fill out a police report when I could just like shake down the punk here now? They were so afraid I was going to like start like kicking teenage ass that they wouldn't point him out.
But why, I mean, at that point, like, why even bother with the hassle of the police report over a gift card from a
Well,
kid's birthday
I'll tell
party?
you why.
Didn't take the whole
That's-
table full of
That's
stuff.
how it's up. That's how it starts.
Thank you,
Thank
Seabass.
you. That's
Because
how you know.
I am down to ruin this kid's childhood.
Good.
Because that's the thing. If it's me, whatever, it's fine. If
Yeah.
it's my kid, I got all the time in the world to
Well,
launch an
And
investigation.
it's not even your kid; it's the person who got the gift card.
Well, and that's
Yeah.
well, okay. So the best part is the person she was pissed too. The one who gave him the gift card, that's already been canceled. So they're not going to be able to use it,
Oh,
which
okay.
actually sucks.
You can do that?
Apparently, yeah.
Really?
They called the store, and
If you have the
Oh.
gift receipt,
yes.
especially. Yeah.
But I'm kind of mad about that because if they used it, then they'd be on for like fraud charges.
They're
and
never
I
going
could-
to. You're speaking
Yeah,
as
no
if
one
they're
cares.
ever going to
Like,
figure this
But
person.
that's
investigate
the
that.
problem.
No.
That is the problem. I go, a police report for $25. You could have just pointed the kid out.
So-
I would have taken care of it.
That's my point is that you're not going to know who it is. Like if you,
I know.
I'm saying if you had figured out who took it and then you decided to press a charge, I'm fully
They
in
wouldn't
support
tell
of that.
me.
I'm saying I'm fully in support of that. The idea that it's in the wind, you're never going to figure it out, and now I got to go through the hassle of filling out a police report for something. What a waste of time.
So, Seabass.
The only way to make them feel the pain on this, go to the news.
Oh,
That's
that's what you need to do.
I am not kidding.
The
I will.
news
I know
lovers
the
would
news.
love this.
I
They
know
love
these
little
people.
kid stories.
Little kid crap. Yeah, pretend
Yeah.
you're poor or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, let them
I am poor,
handle
trust
this
me.
trampoline place.
Because that's the thing. Is that a policy? Like, this happened on your property 5 minutes ago, and we're just going to let this go? Like, how is that
It's
possible?
Enraging.
probably
I
happens a
guarantee
lot.
you one of the local stations will pick this up.
Oh,
Great.
They'll be all over it.
Well, I know
I-
what I'm doing this afternoon.
Well, I
Go out there
and
in front of the business will hate to. Yeah, they just allow theft
Yeah.
right here.
Because
Just
that's the
that.
thing. It's not about the money. It's that we were
the principle, I understand.
This is where you're going to steal from my kid? Oh, now I'm taking my earrings off. Like, I'm taking my
Uh-oh.
shoes out, my
Gina
extensions
cut
out.
Gina
Maybe-
gonna cut a
wow.
bitch.
Look, I'm not saying this is ethical, but maybe if you have if you know somebody who's a kid who's got like an issue or something, have them
As the kid?
as
Like,
the stand,
roll
yeah,
them out in a
know.
wheelchair.
This is
Yeah.
my wheelchair.
Or
Blind
stick
kid.
your kid in a wheelchair. Who cares?
You
Because
should have
I don't
handled.
like these young punks.
Yeah.
Get the brother from Something About Mary or
Yeah.
something.
Yes.
Right there.
Perfect.
But you should have
Yeah.
handled this like we handled it when I worked at the cell phone store. This teenager grabbed one of the employees' cell phones and put it in his pocket.
Oh, hell no.
And we noticed it was missing, so we started calling it, and it was ringing. And the guy was like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. So we said, basically, dude, just hand it over the phone, or you're going to walk outside and we're going to beat your ass.
Right,
And
but there
then the
was
kid.
no, I
You
love
have
it. I love
yeah,
it.
choices.
I
And then the
love it.
kid, he got scared and he handed the phone over.
That would have been great, but there were so many young punk teens there with
Why-
broccoli cuts. They
why
all
were they
looked
there?
the same.
They're at the
because they all
trampoline
like
spot.
take over like the basketball area,
there's
like
a
push all the little
basketball.
kids out. Because there's
But
like
how cold can you be if like you're all hanging out at the trampoline park?
That's a great question, but they're all like 15 to 17 years old. There's different sections. There's like the bouncy house,
Sure.
the ball pit, whatever, and they all just take over and they come upstairs with
What was the
Slurpees.
gift card?
It was Target.
Target.
Oh, that's a
Good
good one.
high
That's a good
ticket item.
$25, you said?
Yeah.
All right.
That
To
is
a
a lot.
10-year-old is a big deal.
Yeah, it's like
Huge.
one
So
dollar.
I will keep you posted because I love some true crime.
What a stupid policy.
That's the thing.
Can't
it's
show
like,
you the video.
But
Yeah.
I'm here now. I can take care of this now.
That's
Do
not
it
that's not
right
a policy.
now.
That's I don't want things
Yeah.
to escalate.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Because you're
Everyone that
like-
worked there was
True.
like 16.
Yeah, you'll
Oh,
see who it is, and then
ridiculous.
you'll confront them.
And there must be some great and powerful Oz in the back because every person that came up to me was like, well, I didn't see it, but I was told by my manager. I'm like, well, bring out this manager.
Yes, they have a
we
full
can't do
security
that.
team monitoring all the cameras in the back.
Nobody
It was-
talks to the manager.
Yeah, you have to fob in.
Exactly.
Yeah, only after passing a background check though can
Yeah.
you go into the security
Thank
room
you.
at the trampoline park.
And by the way, this party wasn't free. These are
of
pricey
course,
little gatherings.
any of those kind of kid party places are a ripoff.
So at the very least, maybe give me
Yeah.
$25.
All right, time for a brand new Redneck News.
The Woody Show. If you paid for your honeymoon with Marlboro miles, that's Redneck News.
And today's Redneck News is from Memphis, Tennessee, where you got this 51-year-old fella who got into a verbal dispute with his old lady. According to the report, she told him that she was fixing to leave him.
Oh,
He didn't like that. So they're arguing, like happy couples do.
Sure.
Things escalated, at which point the soon-to-be ex-wife decided that she had had enough. But as she tried to walk out, he stopped her, he blocked the door, they argued even more, and at some point he shot her in the belly.
oh my
Oh,
God.
that'll do it.
And he told her, I told you stop playing with me.
Oh,
But now he knew, it's like, now I got to get you some help on account of, shooting her.
yeah.
Probably gonna die.
So he got her into the car, and like the gentleman he is, he drove her to the hospital himself.
Oh, what a nice guy.
However, he decided to make one quick little stop on the way to get some beer.
Oh,
No word on what brand.
Priorities.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like he knows
Yeah,
he might not be outside for long.
Also, like
Yeah, one last.
the emergency room's
12-pack.
never quick.
Right,
you
right,
might need to go out and have like
Oh,
a couple
hair of
car
the dog.
beers.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
About
A
lobby,
roadie.
lobby beers. Yeah.
His old lady eventually made it to the hospital, told them all about how she ended up with a new hole in her body. The cops, they were called, they arrested the husband. He tried to tell him that he didn't mean to shoot her, that the gun, quote, just kind of went
Yeah,
off.
that's
Oh,
what
I
they
hate
do.
when that happens
Yeah.
when you point at people.
Minds of their own.
So he's been charged with domestic assault, second-degree attempted murder, and because he already had a record, he was also charged as a felon in possession of a firearm. So,
no.
yeah, it was good times. They're in Memphis, Tennessee, where a fella shot his wife and then stopped for beer on the way to the hospital.
Classy.
And that is today's Redneck News.
Gotta run one quick errand.
Yeah.
The Woody Show.
So Gina was telling the story about how for her stepson's birthday party, they had it at a trampoline place, and at some point, some no-good teen
Yep.
stole one of the birthday
gifts.
cards with a gift card to Target inside of it, and it was now missing.
Yep.
The torn, empty envelope was found, so evidence
Yep.
was found.
That's
and,
bad crime, and you got to dispose of that.
Yeah, and Gina filed a police report because
did.
the trampoline place would not give her any information about what was seen on video, because there are video cameras all over those places.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Now, you would be interested, I'm sure, to hear that over in New Jersey, there's one local town who are taking their problem with bad kids to a new level because they have passed a law that holds parents legally responsible if their kid under 18 breaks the law.
Love it.
Sweet.
Now, as a parent, I hate it.
Yeah, true. I
Because
have faith in my kid.
you know, here's the thing. They have people always like to say, "Well, you gotta blame the parents." Well, no, there are plenty of people who are really good parents, and you teach your kids right and wrong, and they still make dumb decisions because
kids are dumb.
their brain is half baked.
True, and they want to be like their friends.
They make dumb decisions, peer pressure, things like that. That's the whole point of, you know, when you're a kid, you make poor decisions and you learn from hopefully learn from your mistakes. But I mean, they've done this in some extreme cases where,
Like
you know,
shootings.
someone's like a shooter,
Right.
And they got it was a gift from this gun was a gift from their dad, or, you know, the parents didn't keep the guns locked up in the house and that I understand.
Right.
But on some of these other things, like if the parents
Pranks.
got picked up because their kid stole
A gift
Gina's
card?
gift card.
Hang 'em high.
Yeah. Anyway, parents who fail to stop their kids from committing a crime could face up to 90 days in jail and a $2,000 fine. And this law is after a brawl broke out between some no-good teens and some young adults last year that left 3 cops with minor injuries. And the local politicians and stuff say that the goal of the law is simple, to keep kids accountable and make sure that their parents step up.
But how can you prove that the parents knew about it?
That's a great question.
Well, something tells me this is only going to get whipped out when it's a habitual offender. When you're like, this is the 5th
Right.
time we brought this kid in.
Yeah,
he's
the kid's
stealing.
always on the streets
you
at 11
raising him or
o'clock at
not?
night.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
10
That I
o'clock.
get.
Do you know where your children are? No.
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 I mean, one time, the kid's being an idiot.
Yeah.
5 times, no.
Yeah.
And if you're in a brawl, kind of, you know, that's a certain type of kid.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's
How come
brawl.
they just don't find the one thing that the kid actually cares about and loves, and then just starting to take it away?
What if it's brawling?
Yeah.
Yeah, what if they really love the fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, acting.
But,
Yeah,
no good teens, what they love is being no good teens. That's what they love. They love wilding
It's
out.
that simple.
Yeah, they love streetcar sideshows.
They think it's
They love
cool.
Theft.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
love beating up people if they're bigger kids.
Vandalism.
Drinking 40s.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
they love.
Yeah, they
You're
love
right.
being no good teens.
That's right. Phones are open, 877-44-WOODY. You can send us a text if you'd like. Send your text over to 22987. Some weekend cheers and jeers. I'll start with mine. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna start with jeers, actually.
Oh.
Oh, no.
I would like to give my jeers to all the slander of the cruise industry that I've been hearing lately. It seems like a lot of people just love to crap on cruises these days.
They do.
And like, oh, you couldn't pay me enough to go on a cruise. Well, then don't go on a
Yeah,
cruise.
more for us.
But
More
people
room for us.
see these stories of things that happen on cruises, and they're like, oh, just another example of why I'll never go on a cruise. Dude, you realize that stuff happens everywhere, right?
Yep. It does.
Yeah. Now, if you don't like the idea of being on the boat in the water, well, then okay,
It's not for you.
Then it's not for you. But I'll give you an example. 2 people died over the weekend in separate incidences on the Carnival Cruise Line. They have their private destination in the Bahamas, and the first victim was a 79-year-old man who went snorkeling at the beach, and he became unresponsive, and so they did the CPR thing. He didn't make it.
Oh.
Second victim, 74-year-old woman, unresponsive in the swimming pool, also given CPR, didn't make it. Now, these happen within a 3-hour span because it's just that one stop that day at their private island.
Yeah.
People are like, see, another reason I'm never...
This
One
happens
person's
at a resort, too.
79, the other person's 74. They had heart attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have happened
Like-
at their local pool.
Or drowning.
Yeah.
That happens everywhere. That has
Yeah.
that
Happens
is
at hotels.
yeah.
Right.
That is no indictment on cruising or whatever. I just
wasn't on the cruise.
how people use things to. So I can't take this slander of cruises
No.
any
Cheers.
longer.
Well, we've
Yeah.
talked about this for years. Something becomes a hot topic
Oh,
in the
yeah.
news, and then
Yeah.
that's the only news that you hear.
Yeah, people don't accidentally go overboard on cruise ships either.
I wouldn't
Right.
think so.
You have to be doing something that you're not supposed to be doing. It's not like you can just trip and
Whoa.
the railing is only 4 inches off the ground and you went tumbling over it.
Yeah,
You have to be climbing up on something,
Yeah.
doing something, jumping intentionally.
Pushing someone.
So yeah, the slander of the cruise industry, I believe, must stop.
it's weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really weak. I hate that. Now my cheers goes to Denzel Washington.
Oh.
I mean, who doesn't like Denzel Washington?
Love.
He's cool, but he was doing this interview, and the clip is going around a lot here the last few days, and he was asked about, and I got to believe that cancel culture is kind of over now, right?
It seems that way.
Yeah, it seems like people, and we were talking about it when it was at its height, of, somebody says or does something you don't like, so therefore you try to burn them to the ground.
Ruin their career.
Oh yeah, you want them homeless, you want them jobless, you want all their friends and family to shun them. And people and companies and everything for the longest time were really bending knee to anybody who was trying to make a big stink about something, right?
But then they found out they can't bend their knee that many times.
Right, but then it became so much that at some point the companies had to be like, you know what, we can't.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
We've canceled fatigue.
And so you've seen even really big, super conservative companies start to say like, all right, whatever. So I think that thank God trend, if you want to call it, is over. But this woman still asked Denzel Washington about cancel culture. And I thought his response was great. So cheers to Denzel Washington. Here's his comment.
Do you guys consider being quote unquote canceled?
What does that mean, canceled?
It means you lose public support.
Who cares? What made public support so important to begin with?
I guess because followers now are currency.
I don't care who's following. Okay? You can't lead and follow at the same time, and you can't follow and lead at the same time. I don't follow anybody. I follow the heavenly spirit. I follow God.
Amen.
I don't follow man. I have faith in God. I have hope in man. But look around. It ain't working out so well.
Yeah.
Forget being followed. You can't be canceled if you haven't signed up.
Yeah. I
Oh, I
love
love
that.
him.
I'm like, wow, what a great way to put that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Denzel.
Who cares? Like, what does that matter?
What's public support?
Yeah. Oh no.
Right.
Am I no longer going to be a multimillionaire?
But what if people think that you're XYZ, whatever ist? You know?
Oh, well.
Yeah. Like, okay.
Well, Gina does raise a good point that it's easy to say that when you're set. When
Yeah,
when you're on the other side of the hill, it's really easy to say that.
But it's also nice to see rich people not pandering. It's
Yes.
nice to see everybody not
No,
pandering.
but it's also nice that I think we've come more to a place more so than we've been in a long time where we can agree to disagree. You don't have to like everything that somebody says or does, and the world keeps spinning.
Yep.
The sun keeps coming up the same way it has forever, and life goes on. Like you have to. It's not all about your feelings and how you feel about something. Right? Yeah.
Yep.
And so that whole thing, and people just felt so empowered. I heard another great line. God, I wish I could remember. It was about social media.
Because they're doing it for reposts. You
Yeah.
know?
Like the worst thing about social media is that we've given a platform to the dumbest people.
Yeah.
Indeed.
The most sensitive, whatever people. And just, I thought that was. Oh, and another quote has nothing to do with cancel culture, but I thought it was a really good quote. I'm a good collector of quotes. This was good. It was a conversation between Rainn Wilson and who played Andy Bernard on The Office?
Oh,
Ed Helms. And they were talking about what a great experience it was filming The Office. Did you see this?
Yeah, I know what you're going to say. I know the quote.
Yeah, and I'm like, wow, that's also really, so I immediately wrote it down. And I guess Andy Bernard in one of the episodes said this, and Rainn Wilson said, "Man, what a great quote." And he's something he thinks about all the time, and you can apply it to your life. The quote is, "I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you're actually left them." Before you've actually left them. So I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them.
That's good.
That's a thinker.
Because someday you'll be thinking back to, and it could be this time right now.
Could be right this
This
minute.
could be the good old
We're
days
in the
that
good
you will
old days.
refer to. But when you're in it, you don't necessarily stop to realize it, right?
Totally.
Yeah. Weekend cheers and jeers. What about you, Seabass?
Well, I will say.
Oh yeah, wait, we already had yours. I'm sorry.
I will say there's
my bad. My bad.
Bathroom coffee.
My bad. Gina Grad.
Yeah, cheers to a big, glorious, festivities-filled weekend for my kid's birthday. Big success. In-laws came to town. Lots of festivities. You know, I go all out for this kid because it's fun. And did a party with the friends at a trampoline park, and did the home party with the family and decorated. And at some point, that stuff has to come down. So it was a lot of fun. He got an old school Game Boy that he's been begging for from like 1997. He loves old school gaming devices. I know.
Oh, 1997.
Oh.
So many old school gaming devices, and he was thrilled to get it. Jeers to crappy parents who RSVP yes to children's birthday parties and then flake at the last minute with their child. I think that is so awful.
Why?
Because first of all, there's a head count. I guess I got to pay for these little rugrats either way. And also, it's just rude. Like, do it to me. I don't care. But again, the kid's like, oh, is so-and-so coming? Oh, he had a basketball game. Wait, where's so-and-so? Oh,
but they said they were coming.
And it's just so
I see what you're saying.
rude
And
to
that's
do to a child.
Yeah, rampant right now, I feel like. Because
Yes.
other parents don't know that 4 other kids just did that.
6.
Yeah.
6
Wow.
kids. Oh, don't hate me. I'm like, well, I'm pretty pissed.
Yeah.
Well, how many kids showed up?
Like 9. It was supposed to be 15 kids, so 9, and it was fun.
Oh, that's good.
And it was great, but it's just like, it's so unbelievably rude. And I have to, and I'll back it up by saying that there was this little girl last year in my kid's class that nobody liked. She was a pain in the ass. She was always, sent out to the hallway. She was a terror. And she was having a birthday party, and the mom sent out all, crickets. Because it's on these chats.
I always feel
Crickets.
bad for those kids.
Oh,
I feel so bad for them.
Apparently she was a brat. Though.
And guess what? Well,
I
she
know,
had
but
some
still, it's like
issues.
they're still a kid. You know what I mean? And like no one
Yes.
shows up at the birthday party. I'm telling you, it's the same way I felt about that Burger King menace. It was that empathy, that same level of empathy. Like I'd go by the Burger King and I'd see nobody in the parking lot and nobody in the drive-thru. I'm like, oh.
And you're right.
Yeah.
And so to my husband's
so bad.
credit, not me, because I was just like, I don't know. My husband's like, everybody get your shoes. We're going to, RSVP, and it's going to be great. And my kid's like, I'm not even friends with her. She's mean to me. And my husband, to his credit, says, she needs a friend. And you're going to be that friend that shows up at the birthday. And we had a great time with skating, roller skating, and we had a blast.
It's like you had the whole place to yourself.
Totally. And it was fun. And she was so thrilled to have a couple kids from school there.
Oh,
and
nice little brat.
So it's like you do it. It goes both ways. You show up for a kid, especially if you've RSVP'd. Jeers to parents, do not do that. That's really, really hard on
You think
kids.
it's probably the parents doing this?
Now
It's 100% the parents.
Now the parents that didn't make it, do they still send a gift?
One.
Because that's what you're supposed to do. You
One
got to at
did.
least send the gift.
Thank
Say,
you.
look, I didn't want to go, but here.
Yeah.
Here's
Hey,
some
we can't make it.
cash.
I
Throw a
understand
little money
sometimes
at the
things that
problem.
happen, but
And I get that. But for 6 kids, I think Sammy's right. I think it's just the culture of like,
Right.
I had too much going on today. I'm like,
Yeah.
then you know what? F you.
Menace Weekend Cheers and Jeers.
I watched a couple movies. One of them that I've been wanting to watch is called Freaky Tales. It's available on HBO Max.
Ooh.
It's basically like Pulp Fiction or Kill Bill, but like punk rock and hip hop themed. Really, really good. Check it out. And then I went to the theaters and I saw Freakier Friday.
Ooh, okay.
Did you take Sammy?
Jealous.
Wow, Sammy
No.
hasn't even done
I
that.
know, thanks for the call, jeez.
Yeah, I liked it. I really enjoyed it. And the funny thing that's coming out of this movie is there's a lot of interviews for pre-promotion for the movie, and Jamie Lee Curtis is like wearing some outfit from the movie, and her like cans are like huge.
She got grandma cans out of nowhere.
Dude, they're
Really?
like all over the internet.
Because you can see her boobs.
I'm a gentleman, so I would never notice something like that.
Yeah.
But like in,
Disgusting that you would even notice
in
that.
trading spaces where she plays a prostitute, her cans were nowhere near that huge.
Yeah, check it out, guys.
Did she get a boob
Yeah.
job or something?
I
She
don't
said
check
she
it out.
regrets
I
plastic
am gonna check
surgery,
it
but it
out.
doesn't sound
She's a
like
late bloomer.
Right.
Check out
Oh.
those cans.
Yeah, and
And
then my Jeers is I went to Walmart and it was popping, man. It was full of people, huge lines. I guess everybody got paid, so they're going there, and all the items that I want were not available.
Like
so
what?
I ended up
What'd you
just
go there
walking out.
for?
So I went there to get some like shredded chicken. There's a shredded chicken box I like getting. It's available everywhere. It's called Del Real. Have you seen them?
Del
No.
Real.
Yeah. They'll have like short rib and all kinds of stuff. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
I see those at every grocery
yeah,
store.
they're at every grocery store. They didn't have that, and then I like getting my little bars of snack bars, And then they didn't have the mixed variety pack. It was sold
Oh
out
my
too.
God.
Probably-
it was just a madhouse.
Probably
up in
Del
there.
Real if you wanted to be authentic.
Del
Real.
Real.
But yeah, they didn't have any of the stuff. So I was like, oh, that was a giant waste of time. So then I left.
Aw.
But I
Couldn't
mean,
you just gone to
sad.
the other Walmart?
yeah, I would have just went to the other Walmart or Target, but I was like, yeah, it's too late in the day, so I'm going to go today. But it is good, though, that everybody was shopping. The economy was going
yeah,
good.
There you go.
know? It was,
was
popping.
popping. Well, I hope you guys had a great weekend. Thank you for checking in, starting your week with the Woody Show.